Welcome to SVG-TV News. It's for Tuesday, January 2nd, 2018. I am Rochelle Baptiste with the details. With just over $300 million in taxes owed to the government, Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves is promising to get tougher on tax evaders in the country. PM Gonsalves made this clear at a media conference earlier today at Cabinet Room, where he revealed that for the just concluded 2017 financial year, the base tax was just over $177 million, penalties over $26 million, and interest of over $97 million. The Prime Minister said at an interest rate of 1.5% per month, taxes owed would continue to mount and would harshly affect the economy if not addressed.
Central government is owed in revenues an aggregate number amounting to $301.8 million. $301.8 million. 177.4 is the base tax which is owed across all types of all categories of taxes, and the remainder is in penalties, 26.88 million in penalties and $97.5 million in interest. Because as you know, even when you owe the government taxes, it's been case from time immemorial, it continued under the VAT Act, the interest is 1.5% per month. So on an annualized basis is 18%. So the interest is very high. So it obviously suits you if you own taxes to make arrangements with the bank to get a loan to deal with that.
The former finance minister also expressed serious disappointment that a total over $68 million in VAT owed to the government. The Prime Minister said this is a blatant disregard for persons paying VAT, as these monies should be paid to the state.
Have to really do something urgently. $34.3 million in VAT. That's trust money. That is money which the consumer pays and you collect it to pass on to the government. In other words, you're keeping money which people have already paid for the government. Whether you buy something at a restaurant, a store in town, wherever you go, you pay. When you and I shop, we pay our tax and we expect that tax, that VAT, to be paid over in accordance with the law. It's a criminal offense.
PM Gonsalves said his government will get vigorous on tax collection, and this is not because the government is strapped for cash.
It's a matter I want to assure everybody which the government is going to tackle vigorously. I know as soon as I say so, people are going to say, oh, government run out of money, therefore they want to squeeze people. I know it. That's why I gave you the numbers just now. Last year, we spent nearly 10% more in 2017 than we spent in 2016. We haven't been late yet with anybody's salary during all of these problems which we have been, the region has been experiencing for one reason or another. But this has to be addressed.
taking the opportunity to wish the nation a happy, productive and peaceful 2018, PM Gonzalez called on Vincentians to work smart, making several announcements, including the visit by the Taiwanese Foreign Minister to SVG on February 1st this year and the budget date set for February 5th. PM Gonzalez also disclosed that the concession on barrels will be extended to January 15th, 2018.
We are productive and we are prosperous and we are peaceful, and you know, I always like the words in Micah, what is expected of us? What does the Lord expect of us? To do justly, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with our God. The budget will be on the 5th of, Monday the 5th of February. In between those dates, the foreign minister from Taiwan, David Lee, is visiting on the 1st of February. I'd indicated already over the weekend to the relevant authorities, the duty-free barrels for Christmas we extend until the 15th of January because there's been a certain late arrival of some of the vessels. And we see how that goes to the 15th.
As it relates to the national budget, the Prime Minister said the final report should be prepared by January 29th to be ready for parliamentary debate on February 5th. With a current account surplus of $11 million and overall deficit of $29 million, which is $10 million more than last year. The leader of this country said although there were more revenue and grants in 2017 than in 2016, there had also been more spending.
Total revenue and grants, $554.2 million, or 6.1% more than last year. Current revenue, $523.4 million, or 4.1% more than last year. The total expenditure was at the end of November, $583.3 million, or 9.6% above the number last year for the same period. And current expenditure is $522.3 million, or 8.6% above the comparable period last year.
And keeping his word to graduate teachers here when he made the announcement on Independence Day that they would be appointed. PM Gonzalez said that some $2 million EC dollars extra will fund such an initiative. He pointed out that the names of the over 100 educators have already been recorded and the appointments came into effect as of January 1st, 2018, and that the necessary payments would be made in stages.
Should take all the steps necessary for the 100 or so, 100, 101, 102 graduate teachers. Teachers who are graduates. Remember, I made the announcement at Independence that as of January the 1st, those teachers who are graduates, up to and including 2010 graduates who had not yet been appointed to the grade of a graduate teacher, that would happen from January the 1st. So I wanted to remind them so that we do all that we can to have all the names in the system so that whatever changes are required to be made in any emoluments.
2017 was a decent year for tourism here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. That's according to Chief Executive Officer of the Tourism Authority, Glenn Beach. Beach told SVG-TV News earlier today that the achievements of 2017 are due to the continued hard work put in by the Ministry of Tourism and his department, along with all tourism stakeholders, to market and develop SVG's tourism product.
With the coming on stream of Argyle International Airport, that has made it, I don't want to say easier, but it is the beginning of starting to fix the problem of access. And as you know, we've done charters. We now have Air Canada, Rouge coming in here with regularly scheduled flights. We'll be making some announcements out of the U.S. and we continue to work on the U.K. We also continue to speak to other airlines from around the world. On top of that, we have our standards which are in place for the taxi drivers, tour operators, water taxi operators, short-term car rentals, tour guides, just to name a few. And I think that is one of our biggest accomplishments. Now, that's not something that started in 2017, but it is something that we continue to do and continue to speak to the stakeholders about.
Beach said they are looking forward to continued success this year. However, he highlighted some of the challenges they are expecting to face.
2018 is always going to be a challenge any new year, because so much of what we do at the Tourism Authority, the results don't, so to speak, is not entirely with what we do. The world economy plays a big role in terms of visitors and how often they come and which hotels they stay by and the sort of money that they make. You can always have something else on the world scene, like an illness that can affect the way people travel. Terrorism can affect the way people travel. So all of these things that are outside of our control affect what we do. But we strive to improve, and we strive for greatness, and we strive to be the best at what we do, to put forward the product that is St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and make sure that it's known to visitors and potential visitors.
The Tourism Authority CEO further reiterated his position that SVG's boom in cruise arrivals thus far is not due to the hurricane damage caused in the Northern Caribbean islands.
And I have to reiterate this because I've heard it a few times still. Our growth in the cruise ship season this year has nothing to do with the hurricanes up north for the hurricane season last year. It has to. We've only received 5 new cruise ship calls since the hurricanes took place. It was always going to be a big year for us in terms of the cruise ships, and it was only going to be a matter of time, because one of the things that people don't realize is that cruise lines depend a lot on repeat customers. If you're a repeat customer, you can only go to one destination so many times before you want to experience new things and experience new destinations. So, we'll grow. We have to make sure we put our best foot forward in terms of that, but we'll continue to push the cruise lines, the Tourism Authority, along with the Port Authority and other stakeholders, and market it to them to the best of our ability.
With a new year comes a new life. And on New Year's Day, Monday, January 1st, 2018, SVG recorded the birth of 5 children at the Milton Cato Memorial Hospital. They include 4 boys and 1 girl. The hospital also recorded 7 newborns during the Christmas weekend. And we say congratulations to their parents. The Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force is set to see a change in its head of command as the Acting Commissioner of Police, Renald Hathaway, proceeds on pre-retirement leave as of today, Tuesday, January 2nd, 2018. Speaking at the 2017 Police Awards and Retirement Ceremony last Friday, Hathaway, who is expected to be succeeded by Deputy Commissioner of Police Colin John, commended all officers of the local constabulary for their hard work and dedication in maintaining law and order.
Law enforcement, policing is not for persons who are not serious about putting themselves ahead of every and any challenge to ensure that our people are protected and protected in the best possible way. This will be my last occasion speaking to you in an official capacity. I believe by now everyone is aware that come the 2nd of January, I will proceed in pre-retirement leave. I trust and hope that we continue to rally together. I trust and hope that we continue to represent an esteemed body. I trust and hope that we will support each other as we go forward.
The outgoing top cop further appealed to all members of the Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force to come together in unity in their fight against crime and violence here in SVG.
It is stated that every successful individual knows that his or her achievement depends on a community of persons working together. That was a quote from Paul Ryan. We must continue working together as we ensure that the criminals and the thugs does not take our blessed St. Vincent. We would continue to ensure that persons who would have worked hard and who would have acquired property, assets and the like are protected in the best possible way we can. We must remember, however, that a large percentage of our undertaking is to serve our people. And I want to encourage each and every one of us to serve our people and to do so well amidst the challenges that may present itself to you.
Also addressing the award ceremony was Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves, who acknowledged Hadaway's stalwart contribution to the police force through his years of service. He further added that a later ceremony will be held to pay tribute to the outgoing Commissioner of Police. And the police here say they have launched an investigation into the circumstances surrounding the drowning of Akeem King, a 21-year-old fisherman of Union Level, Beckway. According to the police, the information received stated that King and a friend went diving at about 2 p.m. on Friday, December 29, 2017. At around 3 p.m. same day, King's friend realized that he was under the water for too long and decided to pull his fishing gear, but King was not located. The Coast Guard was later called in to assist divers from the Coast Guard, along with other divers from Beckway, conducted a search, and the body of King was retrieved from under the water of a small island called West Key on the southern side of Beckway. King was later pronounced dead by the district medical officer. And on Sunday, December 31st, 2017, at about 1:15 p.m., Police Sergeant 644 Alexander arrested and charged Beresford Williams, a 33-year-old man of diamonds, for wounding Giselle Latine and for with malice aforethought did cause the death of Andal Market, a 38-year-old laborer of diamond, by shooting him in his head and left leg at the Diamond Public Road on Christmas Eve, December 24, 2017. Williams appeared at the Serious Offences Court today and was not allowed to plead to the charges, which were laid indictable. Still in police news, investigations are also taking place here into a shooting incident which occurred on Sunday, December 31st, 2017 at Green Hill. Reports suggest that about 9:20 p.m., Alvin Antrobus, a 31-year-old farmer, was walking home from a nearby shop with his brothers when a man came up to him with a gun and shot him in his chest. he sustained multiple gunshot wounds from the attack. He was transported to the Milton Cato Memorial Hospital, where he was treated at the intensive care unit and is said to be in stable condition. The Police Criminal Investigations Department is continuing investigations into the incident. And the police at the Spring Village Police Station was said to be alerted on Sunday, December 31st at about 5:45 p.m. of a motionless body lying in the bus stop in Coors Hill. The police responded and discovered Arthur Joseph, a 67-year-old unemployed of Coors Hill, lying in the said bus stop and appeared to be dead. The district medical officer was summoned and pronounced him dead. The police say foul play is not suspected in the incident. However, a post-mortem will be conducted to ascertain the cause of death.